My ignorant parents preferred my adopted brother over me, so 10 years later, I abandoned them and got my revenge. I was 8 when my parents brought Steven home. He was 7, skinny, and had this way of crying that made adults panic. Within a month, I was invisible. Christmas that year, I got socks. Steven got a Nintendo 64. When I asked why, my mom said, "He's been through so much. You're lucky. You've always had us." I stopped asking after that. By the time I turned 13, the pattern was clear. Steven wanted pizza. We got pizza. I wanted Chinese. We already decided on pizza. My birthday parties got smaller every year until they stopped happening entirely. His got bigger. At 14, I made honor roll. Straight A's for the first time. I showed my parents the certificate, hands shaking with pride. My mom glanced at it. "That's nice, sweetie," then turned to Steven. "Did you finish your homework?" Steven was failing 3 classes. That same week, they bought him a $400 guitar because he said he might want to learn. It sat in the corner untouched for 2 years. When I asked for a $20 calculator for math class, my dad said we couldn't afford it. I started stealing quarters from the couch to buy my own school supplies. The final straw came at 16. My parents planned a party at my favorite arcade. First time they'd done anything for me in years. I invited 12 friends. Spent weeks hyped. 3 days before, I overheard Steven on the phone. "Yeah, just throw a fit the day before. They always cave. Then it'll be my party, and he'll look like an idiot in front of his friends." He knew I was listening. He smiled at me. Day of, Steven threw his tantrum right on schedule. Said he wanted to go to the same arcade for his birthday next month. My parents caved. "We'll celebrate you both today. Steven already cleared it with you, right?" I hadn't even spoken to Steven that week. When I said no, my dad pulled me aside. "Stop being selfish. He's fragile. You're not." They brought out one cake, vanilla, Steven's favorite. I'm allergic to vanilla. I watched my friends eat my birthday cake while I sat in the corner with hives breaking out on my neck. Steven blew out the candles, made a wish, smiled at me. That night, I found out why they really adopted him. I wasn't supposed to see the letter, but it was sitting on my dad's desk. It was from my grandmother, my dad's mom, who'd passed away a year before Steven arrived. She'd left an inheritance, $200,000. But there was a condition. It could only be accessed if my parents adopted a child in need within 2 years of her death. They didn't adopt Steven out of kindness. They adopted him for money, and they spent it all on him. I went home that night and opened a separate bank account my parents didn't know about. Started working doubles at a grocery store. Saved every cent. 2 years later, on my 18th birthday, I woke up to silence. No happy birthday, no cake, nothing. At 3 p.m., my mom called me downstairs. "We're doing a joint party for you and Steven next month. He's turning 17. You're turning 18. It's more efficient." I laughed, actually laughed. "I'm moving out today," I said. My dad's face went red. "You're grounded." "I'm 18, I said. "You can't ground me?" My mom started crying. "After everything we've done for you, you did it for him," I said. "I was just in the way." I grabbed my bags and left. Blocked their numbers. Started college in another city. That was 10 years ago. Last month, I got a call from my mom. She tracked down my number through an old friend. She was sobbing. "We need help," she said. "It's an emergency." We met at a diner. She looked older, tired. My dad wouldn't make eye contact. "Steven's in trouble," she said. "He owes people money. Bad people. We already emptied our savings. We need $30,000 or they'll hurt him." I stared at her. "And you came to me. Your family," she said. I leaned back. "You kicked me out of my own birthday party for him. You forgot I existed for a decade. Now you want $30,000? My dad finally spoke. "He's your brother." "No," I said. "He's your son. I'm just the one you had before you found the one you actually wanted." I stood up, dropped $50 on the table. "That's for the meal. It's more than you ever gave me." My mom grabbed my arm. "Please, he'll die." I looked at her, really looked, and I felt nothing. "Then I guess," I said, "you'll finally understand what it's like to lose a child." I walked out, blocked them again. Haven't heard from them since. Steven's fine, by the way. Paid off his debts himself by selling their house. They're renting now. Struggling. Me? I just got promoted. Bought my first home. My girlfriend's moving in next month. Some people call me cruel. I call it fair. They chose their son. I chose my peace.